I'm Chloe. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Friday. Yay. How is everyone? Is anyone here? It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving in America. To all you Americans, if you're watching me. I think it's going to be quiet in here because of that today. We'll see. Cheers if you got a coffee. That's good. So I'm going to be channeling for the collective as usual, but I'm also giving mini reads as well. So if you're on live with me and you want a mini read, then just check out that pinned comment in the live chat, the comment that's pinned up top. It says that it's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there to donate. You can use that. That's my preferred method, but you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker as well in the YouTube thing. If you've got a question for your higher self, please put a capital Q at the start of your comment so I can find your question easily. Or you can just leave it up to your higher self and do higher self guidance if you want. Totally up to you. Hey Jamie, hey Holly. I'm good. Good this morning. Had a bit of a stressful dream last night. Obstacle courses. I often have obstacle courses in my dreams. What's that? I got a little horn today. Hey Maria. Yeah, being thankful every day, right? Hey, it's good. I had a reading last night. I got a reading from Spiritual Escapades. It's very good. It was very good. Seems I'm in for much longer of a wait than I thought, which doesn't surprise me really. Hey Kate. So let's get some cards out for the collective. While we're here, let's do it. How is everyone today? I think it's going to be quiet in here tonight because this morning because of Thanksgiving in America, but we'll see. People might still come on. Leave behind what's no longer you. I was doing pull-ups yesterday. I don't know why that just popped into my mind, but it did. I can't do them fully from hanging, but I can use the momentum and kind of jump into it. That was fun. Oh, your boyfriend's getting your PlayStation 5 because it's the Black Friday sales, right? I must admit, I stayed up until 10 o'clock, which is late for me, because the Black Friday sale at Sephora was starting at 10 o'clock. And I got quite a lot of stuff in my cart, like a lot. And I was getting a significant discount. But I stayed up to catch the start of it because there was 2 things that were in my cart and they were very low in stock. They only had 2 of each item. And I knew that other people would be trying to snap them up. So I stayed and I stayed up. And on the dot of 10, I refreshed the app and then I clicked my cart and I purchased it right away. And I got the number 2 ones. I didn't get the last one of each, but I got the second to last one of each of them. So I was happy with that. I decided to get stuff that I've been looking at for a while, which is a lot of the slip stuff. Have you heard of slip stuff? It's the silk, like silk scrunchies, silk pillowcases, silk eye, sleepy thing. I got a silk mask as well, which I thought was cool. That'll be my going out mask. What else did I get? A couple of eyeliner pencil things. They were the ones that they only had very low in stock. I got a new eyeshadow palette. Just a mini one. But yeah, I stayed up to get that because I wanted those eyeliners. It was just 2 eyeliners, one of them in gold and one of them in bronze. They were already heavily discounted, you see. That's why the stock was so low. And yeah, I just wanted to get them in the sale as well. Why not get another 25? It was 25% off for me, being the amount that I spent, I mean. And so that was exciting. Most of the other Black Friday sales, I was on the lists for them. So you know, they let you in early. I did the early stuff for some clothes and things like that. I did the Gymshark thing, Black Friday sale on that. So I've got even more gym stuff on its way to me. Hey Arabella. PlayStation 5 though, that's fun. Leave behind what's no longer you. What's no longer us? What are we leaving behind? Still getting ready for stuff. So yeah, I would recommend, check her out. Spiritual Escapades, her YouTube channel is called. It's good readings. And yeah, the private reading was very good. I got the hour-long one. She hasn't completed it yet because she left like 10 minutes at the end for me to ask another question. So I haven't asked a question yet, but very interesting, the cards coming out, watching it as a reader, because she did quite a few spreads asking different questions in each one, and the same cards were coming out, which is like, wow, I've never seen this before. It was just spot on. But I've got to wait. I've got a long wait. I've got a long wait to confirm that. You pre-ordered an Alice in Wonderland tarot set. Comes out on your birthday. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to have to remember. It's almost December. So the first Psychic Cafe in December, I will be unboxing the... Let me get it. I found it the other day. It's in here. I should just keep it out. I will be unboxing this Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and start using that. Yeah, I bought this last Christmas. So that's fun. We'll do that. New tarot decks. I still haven't got my love deck. My $300 love deck hasn't arrived yet, but you know, that'll take ages because it's coming from America. Have imagination. Yeah. Imagination. Remember last time we had that message of there's a belief that's kind of tripping us out. No, it's not the right word, tripping us out. Or we've got a belief that we need to let go of. Leave behind what's no longer us. Kind of a barking up the wrong tree kind of a belief. We might be in our imaginations about it. Goddess love. Next. Itchy face. What else have we got today? Apart from humidity. Straighten my hair. Stay straight, huh? Sticking to me. Let's put the phone on. Yeah, so I like her readings, Spiritual Escapades. What have we got for today for the collective? If anyone wants a mini read, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment up top. That's for you. Safety. Safety. You are held. We're safe. We're loved. All of that stuff, the Louise L. Hay stuff. You're safe and you're loved. You need to know that. And when we don't feel this, we go grasping for love in the wrong places, right? We get attached and we keep on barking up those wrong trees. So let's not do that. Let's know that we're safe and we're loved. We are loved. It might not have shown up yet in the greatest way, in the way that we really want it to, but we are. We are. And once we feel that, trust it. Life kind of gets easier because we don't need to go grasping for it. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get into the tarot. I'll give you a better view. There you go. Those flowers yesterday, oh God. So I went training in the morning yesterday and I got wet. But it was only raining slightly, so it was okay. Then I came home and I was even wetter. But that's okay because I sweat a lot in training anyway. I'm already wet, so had a shower and, left my hair wet because I was training later on in the day. And I can't remember what I did. And then I think I watched a movie. I can't remember. Then there was a break in the rain and I needed to go and get some grocery shopping. So I'm like, it stopped raining. I'm going to go ride my bike to get to the shop. So I did. And when I came out of the shop, it was pouring with rain. And I'm like, no. But it was light-ish. So I thought, I'm just going to go now because it might get heavier and I might be stuck here forever. So I went and it got heavy on the way back and I was soaking wet, like soaking. And dirty too because my tires flick the dirty water up on me. The front one flicks it right in my face, all over my body and my hair and everything. The back one flicks it all up my back. And even my phone was complaining about being wet when I got back. But I didn't. And then it stopped raining shortly after I got back. Seriously? Then I went to training and it wasn't raining in the afternoon and then it started raining and that was my friend's fault because she was saying bye to everyone and then she went to step out and it started raining. Alright. But again, I just rode home anyway in the rain because I was wet already. And then I was wet and dirty by the time I got back. And so I've got like so many wet clothes in here. Just nothing dries when it's like this. The laundry lady's got a big bag of my stuff as well, and every time I ride past her place, I see it all outside, not drying. I hope it goes by. I hope we get another few days of sunshine again to dry off. I haven't checked. What's it going to be? What's it going to be today? Rain, 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 rainy, rainy, rain. Look. Damn it! No. Saturday. Tomorrow's looking okay. Look, there's a little bit of a sunshine thing tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Good. Sunday's only 40%. Sunday I might be able to go and get a massage. Because that's not much fun either, riding in the rain and getting to the massage place and I'm dirty and wet. I need a car. I'm going to have to buy myself a car just for when it's raining. Just for when it's raining. 8 of Earth. That's the first card out, the 8 of Earth. I think this is the first time I've got the 8 of Earth out of this deck. 8 of Earth. What's that? 8 of Earth. Air creatures. Like trees, we imbue creatures of the air with so many symbolic meanings, both specifically and generally. As a group, they're associated with the element of air, of course, and therefore with thoughts, communications. Particularly we think of messengers from the god and goddess. With their ability to fly, we cannot help but think of freedom. Specifically, crows and ravens are associated with the goddess. Butterflies bring to mind transformation. Bees represent love, productivity, and the possibility of the impossible. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I knew productivity, but not the possibility of the impossible. Yeah, I guess because it's impossible for them to fly, isn't it? Apparently, scientists say shouldn't be able to fly. With our sea creature brethren, we tend to think of where we came from. The creatures flitting through the air make our souls and minds sing with ideas of what we might become. The 8 of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Whatever it is that you're attempting, it's not even close to what's potentially possible. Wow. Slough off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Ah, okay. Make yourself as light as possible by letting go of doubts and focusing on what you know is possible. Right. I think some of us are still focused on the impossible here. And this is saying slough off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. The shadow side of this card indicates that the universe is communicating with you and you're not hearing it, or you're misinterpreting it. Yeah, misinterpretation. So I think the guides are going to go on again about us letting go of something. There's a danger that you'll assume more than is possible and, like Icarus, attempt too much. Well, how about that? Let's get more. Holly, thank you for your donation. Oh. If your own therapy business will keep growing so you can leave your job at the hospital, will it? Will it? Will Holly's therapy business keep growing? Yes! Yay. Yes, it will. Tell us more about that, Holly's higher self. Yeah, it's with any kind of business, it's always about the inner work, right? It's such a great way. Going into business is such a great inner transformation process because you have to do it. You have to do it because businesses don't work unless you do it. So you've got more of this. You've been doing it already, but you've got more of this to do. Believing in yourself and releasing guilt about it, especially around abundance, is what I'm hearing here. So yeah, keep going. Just keep going, because it will grow as you grow. It grows as you grow, and that's what I've seen the whole time with my business. It's grown as I've grown. We have to be ready for these things. But specifically for you, believing in yourself, of course, that's a key factor for everybody in their businesses. But releasing guilt about abundance, about being abundant, about having more. And so this could be there could be something there about a belief of, is it okay for me to be making money from people's, not misery, but issues, and it is. It's okay to help people. It's a good thing to help people, in fact. Much better than making some frivolous nonsense for them and then buying that and filling up the houses with it, right? So that could be some of the guilt there, but yeah, opening up to abundance more, specifically about guilt. What's under that, and forgive them. And there's also, there's the dealing with the shitty side. That's what popped into my head. There's that. And it's hard. And you have to do it because there's idiots out there. And there's always going to be that. And what I've noticed with me and my business as it's grown is that I'm getting less and less bothered, but sometimes I am on a trigger with deleting someone. I don't know, there's someone at the moment, she's a pain in the ass. She put on my Facebook page that I'm a scammer and all of this because she couldn't download something. She was pretending that she didn't receive it and it was a scam, but she'd actually messaged me and I'd sent it to her. Anyway, she deleted those messages, the comments that she'd put publicly. But it's too late. People have already seen that. And it's like, and then she kept on messaging me in a chat about one of the readings or something. I'm like, no, I was so close to banning her from the page for that behavior. But I didn't. There's all that crap. There's all that crap that you've got to put up with. And when it first started happening to me, all of that stuff, I'd take it personally. Now certain ones irritate me and I wonder whether to and I probably should just get rid of her because there's no point. There's no point in having someone that's irritating and just stupid stuff like that in your business. Someone that's willing to damage your business just because they didn't get something instantly and it was their fault. Anyway, It's all of the crap. It's all the crap you have to put up with, and you get better at it. Or it never stops. But you might be taking it personally. You might be thinking that you can manifest no problems like that. You can't. That's always going to be part of it. It's always going to be part of business because the world is as it is, and we've got to take it as it is, you know. Especially when you are working with wounded people, they've got more of that than anybody else in them. And so there's the ongoing process of dealing with all that too. So just let it unfold is what I'm picking up. Just let it unfold. It's all part of your journey kind of thing. Is there anything that Holly can do to like shift into it quicker? Into it being the source of income quicker? Yes. Oh, what is that then? What is that? Preparing yourself, savings. It's this. That's the only way that you can move into it quicker is building up that reserve so that you can take that leap. Oh, that's just so sensible. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting a sensible answer. Thanks, Arabella. It's so sensible. I was expecting something magical. You know, I was like, yeah, focus on this and then do this. But no. Yeah, get it back on, of course. Arabella, high self-guidance. Oh, you got abundance too. Reach out for abundance. Reach out and claim it. There's an element of you saying, no thanks, it's okay. You know, being politely declining things when you should be reaching out for it. Instead saying, yes, I'll have that, yes. Show me the abundance. Show me the money. That Tom Cruise movie. But you're doubting it. Abundance, huh? That would be interesting. That would be interesting if they're talking to us about abundance today. It might could change, wouldn't it, from relationships? Jesus. Is it true in freedom? Okay. There's a belief here, Arabella, about abundance, about money. Something about politely declining it, but also a doubt of whether it will actually set you free. It will. It will. That whole fallacy of money doesn't buy happiness, and although there's a bit of that that's true, tell you what, it makes you way happier than being poor. But it does buy you freedom. Oh my God, it does. It gives you freedom of thought, first of all. It gives you, when things are taken care of and you don't have to think about those things anymore, you can get super creative. You've got the freedom to pursue all kinds of things. You've got mind space. It's not taken up by that stuff anymore. It absolutely buys you freedom. It totally does. So is it true? You've obviously got doubts about that. Your higher self wants you to go for abundance. For much more. For much more. For freedom. Hey, Penny. And to stop doubting it and stop politely declining it as well. We wouldn't, well, maybe we would politely decline love. If someone's offering love. So, oh, I'm okay, thanks. Maybe we would do that, in fact. But we shouldn't. Opening up to abundance. Both of you. Maybe all of us. It's the milk, isn't it? I didn't have a problem until I'm drinking more coffee and it's the milk. Don't want to have a problem with milk again. Oh. Spoke too soon. It's the 2 of Cups. Stop it, guys. So it is about relationships. That's true. This is going to be frustrating. In my reading, she said it would be like April at the earliest because he needs to go through his process and heal and stuff like that. And especially, whoa, she did a reading on his divorce. No, it's not good. Especially because of the community. Yeah, she picked it all. She got it all right. So they're just, what? Guys are just going to frustrate me for months. 4 months at the earliest, she said. Let's read the Two of Cups out. We know what it is anyway. It's a big love offer, but it might be different in this book. Cups, where are you? Water. Where are you? Oh, here. Two of Water, love. It seems that so many of the various pantheons have complicated stories and relationships, but none more so than the Greek and Roman divinities. And as we know, love and romantic relationships are extremely complex. So it's fitting that Aphrodite and Eros, or Venus and Cupid, if you prefer the Roman names, adorn this card representing love. Interestingly, Aphrodite is also associated with wars and illicit affairs, both of which seem to occur when love goes wrong. Aphrodite is not a simpering goddess who fawns over any male she wishes to attract. Instead, she's completely herself. She values and cares for herself. Her strength and confidence are compelling and attractive. That's me. The Two of Water promises a romantic, loving relationship. Yeah, but when? The two people involved will be quite enthralled with each other. Being so wrapped up in their own little world, they may neglect other things for a while. The shadow side of this card indicates a possibility of love going wrong. The first blush of love or the honeymoon phase may be over. Ooh. So we're being promised romantic love here. And not because we're simpering over any old thing, person, but because of this. Completely being ourselves, valuing and caring for ourselves. Strength and courage are compelling and attractive. Absolutely they are. And they step up when you're like that. The right one anyway. The rest don't. The rest are idiots still. And they remain idiots. And will always be idiots. Oh, you keep pulling the Six of Pentacles. Are you giving help or receiving help? I don't think that that's the message behind the Six of Pentacles for you, but let's find out, Jamie. Giving. Is it giving for Jamie? Yes, it's giving. But hang on. It's giving help, but there's more to it than that. Using EFT. Oh, good. Completion, understanding, and success is what you've got here, Jamie. I need to get more cards out. Why? The Six of Pentacles. Breathe and what you resist persists. Okay. So, right, let's just piece this apart. This is about you giving. Well, the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. It's about being generous, but we all know, right, we've got to get that balance right. And so if the guides say it's about you giving support, there's that, but there's an unhealthy way of giving support and a healthy way of giving support, right? Or giving generosity. And we've got to separate it out. So there's the gift giving, right? There's that gift giving, which is just pure generosity, which with our loved ones we want to do occasionally, right? When we really feel like doing it. I feel like giving you something, and so you give someone something. It's an occasional thing, and it's a really loving gesture, and it's unconditional, and you don't expect anything back from it. And that happens actually less often than we think, right? That we think it should. But some of us who are empaths and codependents want to do that stuff all the time for everybody. And that's where we trip ourselves up, because that is out of balance. So if we're talking about here balance of giving and receiving, this completion, understanding, and success is saying that there's a pattern to stop here, and understanding that success. So you see, it's never going to work in a business, that kind of thing. That notion of just start giving unconditionally, that isn't going to work in a business, right? It's not going to work in a business. I found that out. I used to do it, but there's a sweet spot of, say, of a like a tactical giving, where you're giving because you know you're going to receive back from it. And as I said, this isn't about unconditional giving. That's a completely different thing. We do that with our loved ones occasionally, when we just really feel like it. Our heart's bursting. We want to give someone something. We do that. But this is about this is about everyone else, and this is about businesses. This is about your working life and all of that stuff. You can't do that. You can't do that stuff in there. It has to be tactical. You have to think of what you're going to get back. You're contemplating letting go on your clients. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me with that energy that I'll pull out for you. So, for example, you're watching my business, right? And you're seeing me doing a lot of work, 3 full days, in fact, every single week of work, which is appearing to be free on my YouTube channel. And it kind of is, but I tell you what, it's paying off. It's not paying off because I just did it and then magically it started paying off. It's paying off because I've got a tactic behind it. I'm doing it for a reason. I started doing it because I knew it was going to pay off, because I put the systems in place behind it so that it can pay off. And, like me making the decision to stop doing the weekly reads, that's because that wasn't paying off. It's all about that for you. That's why the Six of Pentacles is coming up. There's something for you to complete here, to understand that success can be yours, but it's not magically going to come to you when you're giving too much willy-nilly. Same with relationships too. When we give too much willy-nilly and just start loving on everyone and doing everything for them and just being open-hearted and just letting anyone in, encouraging everyone and all of that, how we can be, we're not going to get the love life that we want. We're not going to get the success that we want. When we're talking about our love lives, we need to be tactical about it. We need to have like the head on our shoulders kind of thing and choose someone properly with our minds as well as our hearts. But then when we're talking about the heart too, there are certain people that we want to unconditionally love. Children, maybe family, if you've got a good family. But not random strangers that you go on dates with. So yeah, that's what it's all about, the Six of Pentacles. It's getting that balance right. That Six of Pentacles is about the balance, right? It's about the balance of giving and receiving. And it's not cut and dry, because there's different circumstances and we can't apply what we do for our children on our first date. We can't apply what we do for someone we're married to our business. We can't, there's giving and receiving in different ways. So that's why it keeps on coming out. So your higher self is trying to get you to understand that success is complete. Success for the things that you want is brought about by giving and receiving in a different way than you're doing it at the moment. You've got to compartmentalize it. Jamie. Okay, back to the tarot. Thanks for your donations, everyone. Oh, so we've got the Eight of Earth. What did that say again? What did I get from the Eight of Earth? Luckily, I opened it the right page. Oh yeah, sloughing off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Dream bigger. It's about a belief. It's about letting go of a belief. About relationships, because the relationships come in. So he installed a pull-up bar, not yesterday, but the day before, and we were using it for the first time yesterday. So he said, "Come on, Claire, you get on it first." I said, "I don't think I can do it." But I tried. I couldn't do it. I was just like hanging there going, ugh. I could pull up like a little bit, but then we put the sit-up bench below it, and once I climbed on that, if I can like hold the bar and have my feet on something and then jump, I can do a full pull-up. Of course, Mr. Hanson can do a lot of them. So he did some as well. Surprised me. Doing ab exercise and all kind of stuff. Fun. So I bought some the big resistance bars that you can help you do pull-ups, because you can hook your knee or your foot in them, and it just gives you a little bit of extra. Because I want to teach myself to do pull-ups. It's something that I've wanted for a while. Be able to do a pull-up, but I don't go to the gym often enough, like the gym where there's that equipment. But now we've got one at ours. It's good. So that's exciting for me anyway. And my body age is 40 now, because I lost a couple of kilos in the last few days due to some stomach issues that I've been having. I've not been eating very much. I've not wanted to eat very much while I've been having these stomach issues. So now I'm age 40, body age 40. I'm getting younger. How interesting. Got the world card out, but this. Seven of Air. Interesting, because it's got pentacles in it there. The yin-yang symbol. What is this? Especially because I was just talking to Jamie about them. Because I thought they were going to talk about abundance, but here's an air card and it's got pentacles on it. Why? Intrigues me. How we think about money, maybe. I Ching. Oh, it's the I Ching. The Seven of Air. The I Ching, also known as the Book of Changes, is an ancient Chinese text containing the divinatory meanings for each of the possible 64 hexagrams. Hexagrams are 6 stacked horizontal lines, which are determined traditionally by tossing yarrow sticks, although sometimes coins are used, or even a random number generator. The outcome of the sticks or coins determines a line of the hexagram. The line is either solid or an unbroken line called yang, or a broken or open line called yin. The sticks or coins are tossed a total of 6 times to create the hexagram that contains the message for the answer for the seeker. Complicated. Hi, Christine. While the divinatory fortunes generated by the I Ching may certainly prove useful, what is more interesting to note is the concept of yin and yang. This concept, represented by the undoubtedly familiar yin-yang symbol shown on the Seven of Air, explores how apparently contradictory forces or ideas contain within the seed of the opposite. Although this is an oversimplification, yang can be thought of as active or masculine and yin as passive or feminine, but both are needed in order for each to exist or survive. The Seven of Air reminds us that just as yin exists within yang and yang within yin, so your answer lies within your question. Examine what you're asking and find the wisdom and guidance that dwells there. Wisdom and guidance. Every thingy, daily read, every energy update lately has been talking about our wisdom, the wisdom gained and using it now in the last few days. So there's something about that. The answer is somewhere within the question. So what that means is we've got a question in our lives because of what we've lived and what we're striving for, but the answer is in the path to it. The answer is in the reason that you're asking for it. What's the reason you're asking for it? So if it's like your question is about the Two of Cups, why haven't they shown up yet? Why aren't they loving me yet? Well, your answer is within the question, is why you are asking that question in the first place. Look at the path that's led you there. That's where the answer lies. Does that make sense? So it's in the wisdom that you've gained along the way is the answer. That's why you're asking the question. Does that make sense? I think it does. And then we've got the world. But let's wait on the world. And do Arabella again. Arabella again. Did you push your love interest away today? Or did Arabella push her love interest away? Yeah. And I can tell. Wait, I'm not talking about you now. I'm talking about me. And I can tell that he's going through a lot right now because appearing to me, he seems to be running hot and cold, but he's not. He's just going through a lot. And like, there's one time, and it was a few weeks ago now, but he came to training and he started training me. And like, sometimes first round, it's like he's that duck shaking the feathers after a fight kind of thing. It's like he's getting that energy out and then he calms down. But there was this one time and his voice just wasn't there, and I knew that they'd been shouting. And it was like, oh, he's going through a lot. And then sometimes he's just like so focused on me. So to me, it seems like he's running hot and cold, but it's not. It's just going through his process. It's just going through his process. And it's not about me right now. It's about him. I'm just waiting. That's all I'm doing. That's why my cards keep on coming out. Wait, 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 wait. Be patient, be patient. So, Arabella, did you push your love interest away? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let's find out more. So there's something in that story. It popped into my head for a reason. I'm saying that to you. They're in the process at the moment. They're in their process, right? Gratitude and soften and open. So, and that's the other thing too. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. He's allowed to be grumpy. I'm still there. It's not even grumpy. It's doing really well, in fact. It doesn't show much at all. It kind of shows what he's going through. I can tell, but I'm tuned into him, you know. I can pick up on those subtle energy things in round one, and then he gets happier again. I can tell because he gets super, super happy before we're about to be together in the evening and doing our social things. So, so happy and joyful on those days. Playful as well, and just fun, and cheeky with me and flirty with me. I can also see that he's going through something because of the socializing and the drinking that he's doing when it's socializing, right? That's always a numbing thing. There's always an element of that. And he's doing a lot more of that now. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get why he's hanging out at the gym so much as well, because he doesn't want to be home. I've been through it. You know, anyone that's been through a divorce knows how it is. It's horrible. It's a horrible process. So I think, Arabella, yours is just in some kind of a process, and this is saying like you don't have to be perfect in your process. They don't have to be perfect in their process either. Just continue being open, and that doesn't mean be open no matter what. Just continue following your process. You can be closed down if you want. You can be whatever you want, and that's a sign of a really good relationship as well. Is when you can just be authentic. You can be like, it's a best way to approach relationships. Is like, I'm not going to try and be open. I'm just going to be who I'm being at the moment. And if I'm a grump and if I'm feeling distracted and I'm going through a process, I'm not going to be trying to be loving to them at that time. Because if they truly love you, it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter to them. So don't don't beat yourself up, first of all, thinking you push someone away. It's okay to be you and be going through your process. And unless they're a complete douchebag, they're still going to be there and allow you to be a human being. If they're a douchebag and a narcissist and stuff, they're not going to be okay with that. In which case, that's great. You can get rid of them. You've got gratitude again as well, and get support. Right, so it's never a good thing to want one particular person to be our rock, be there for us all the time, and our energy is, the way that we feel is kind of being buffeted around by the way that someone else is acting, because like I said, they're in their process. It's not about us. You're in your process, and it's not about them as well. But if you are getting your juice from them and not from other people, in other words, if you're right, so imagine this. So in that situation that I was just telling you about, all the stuff that's going on with my person at the moment, if I was deriving the way that I feel from him and my interactions with him, I would be up and down like a roller coaster. I'm not actually like that because I'm 100% certain about him. And so I'm just letting him go through it. As frustrating as it is, and as much as I wish it would happen, I'm just letting him go through it, and it's not affecting me. It's not making it. It did at first, but it's not now. It's not affecting me. I'm not like tripping out when he comes in the mood, making it about me. I know it's not about me. It's about what he's going through. But that get support thing is saying, like, you need to fill your cup up in other places too. What do I do in those cases? He's not flirty or happy or whatever. That doesn't take me down. I just get on with my stuff. I get on with my work. I'm still making myself happy. That's probably a relief for him, for me not to be putting stuff even more onto him while he's going through this, right? Even though occasionally I do message him with emotional stuff and he doesn't take the bait. He's got too much on his plate. So does that make sense? It's like get support from other places or other things in your life. If you find that you're on this roller coaster, depending on how they are. That's kind of good advice for everyone there, I think. Maria, higher self-guidance for you. Thanks for your donations. Maria. Decisions. Your decisions are the people's decisions. It's okay for people to decide. It's okay for you to decide. It's okay for people's decisions not to be the decisions that you would make, and it's okay for your decisions not to be the same as other people would make as well. When people make decisions, we have to accept it and believe it. There's no shoulds here. That someone should have made another decision, that they made the wrong decision. It's not true. They made the right decision for them. We might not like it. And likewise, you make your decisions too. Being okay about everyone's decisions that they've made here. You've got to accept it, right? Like, if we're talking about romantic relationships, you go on a date with someone and they tell you, I don't want a steady relationship, or, I don't want, what do they say in the cases like that? They say, I'm not looking for anything serious. That's what they say. Right, we've got to believe them. That's a decision that they've made, and it's okay for them to make that decision. We don't go, oh, well, persist with this one and change their mind and try and have a steady relationship with them. No, we don't do that. Oh, we kind of have done, right? But no, we don't do that. We believe people's decisions, and it's okay for people to make their decisions like that. Something about decisions. And there's something for you to move away from here. So I would say meditate on that. what I just said about people's decisions and your decisions, and it's okay. Because if we don't accept people's decisions, then we can stay in the wrong place, barking up that wrong tree like we had 2 days ago, with the belief that they're going to change their mind. They're going to make a different decision because their decision is wrong. Thing is, the decision isn't wrong. So meditate on that, on other people's decisions and your decisions being okay. And that will instigate you stopping barking up the wrong tree. Maria. Okay, back to the tarot. Next up, we've got the World card. So the answer to the question is in your journey to what's got you to the point asking the question. Oh, it's riddles today. The World. I think that's the first one. This is the World. Ending of cycles, starting of new cycles. All things are connected and share sacredness. This is the interconnection of all things. Even the goddess and God are aspects of something larger, a single force that's unfathomable to us in a complete sense. It transcends thought. The divine is the entity that is in each of us and in all things. The source of all, the great mind, the universe, the great spirit are other names for the divine. Because humans can't comprehend the fullness of the divine in a meaningful or practical way, and the divine desires to be in relationship with us, it does what it can to help. Our brains break things down into parts for easier understanding. We tend to think in polarities, light and dark, good and bad, hot and cold, right and wrong, that kind of thing. The first inclination of the human mind when considering a being is to determine whether it's male or female, hot or not. Who would you do? Oh my God, we used to play this game. Me and my friends. Who would you do? So me and my friends, when we went out, we played this game called Who Would You Do? And you kind of take it in turns. And it's like, okay, right, Claire, who would you do? That guy with the black t-shirt on over there, or the guy that's at the bar there? And depending on how kind your friends are being at the time, sometimes you get good choices. Sometimes it would be like two like impossible ones. I remember one time my friend Steve saying, okay, Claire, who would you do? The guy over there on the opposite side of the bar with the dreadlocks, or some other guy? And I'm like, the guy with the dreadlocks, and I'm going to as well. And it's actually still one of my friends now, but I didn't do him. I did end up like going to another bar with him that night, getting to know him. And we're still friends now, but oh God, that's a fun game. Play that sometimes with your friends when you get a bit bored and you're out. Who would you do? Anyway, we tend to think in polarities, light and dark, good and bad, hot and cold, etc. Right and wrong. The first inclination of the human mind when considering a being is to determine whether it's male or female. As so, this is the first division itself of the divine that the divine presents to us. The God and the Goddess. Twin flames. The God and the Goddess. Okay, because I'm just deliberating over this now, because that reading that I got from Spiritual Escapades, she pulled out some cards from one of those decks that I think I've put away now. The fluffy ones, the ones with the starseed stuff and things like that. I can't remember what decks they're called, but she pulled a couple of cards from that. And they were pretty much, she read them out of the book as well, and they were pretty much both a card of the twin flames. And it was so interesting what it said about, that were actually the same soul, me and my man. And now I'm I never believed that about twin flames, because that concept that you're the same soul, because if that's true, why has it never come up in readings? And then I'm reading this saying that the first division here of the god of source is into male and female, the god and the goddess, and it's like, oh, just like the twin flame concept. I need to meditate on that. We see all seasons and phases of life connected to and flowing from the divine feminine and contained within the masculine divine. The god and the goddess essences in all things. The idea that we're all one is both a starting place as well as our goal. The journey is one of moving from an intellectual understanding to an experiential knowing. Hello, Morgan. Yeah, I'm tidy. Sometimes. You don't see the mess that's over there, though. The dumping ground that is the chair. Because where else are you meant to put all your bags and the clothes that are still wet? They live on that chair until before I hit record, and then put all the junk over there by the fridge. Hey, Mr. Bowers, it's complicated. It is complicated. Anyway, the world, completion of cycles and start of new cycles, but there's something about twin flames going on here. So let's pick this up again. Eight of Earth was saying, why am I losing that every time? It's saying that the answer, no, that was that one, the answer to the question. That was about a belief to let go of, wasn't it? About relationships. The answer is in the question, the reason that we're asking it, and there's completion of cycles. It's confusing. It's confusing today. Let's see if the Happy Lady deck can give us some more clarity on this. Shall we get some miserable ladies out or happy ladies today? Happy! Five of Swords. Competitive. Oh, there's one happy lady and two miserable ones. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. She's like, yay. They're like, bitch! Competition. Whoa. Swords, of course, it's swords. The Five of Swords. Our society encourages intense competition on many levels and in many areas of life. Even for those who win, there can be conflicted feelings about the situation. Friendly competition is only a few steps removed from conflict, right? It's like playing Monopoly. Who can play that without a fight? Friendly competition is only a few steps removed from conflict. While winning can feel great, it can feel lots of other things too. Mixed reactions in a competitive situation is what we've got here. Yikes. So, in other words, our competitiveness could have us in all of this, could have us persisting with something, barking up the wrong tree, wanting to win out, not wanting to accept someone's choices, not wanting someone to be in their own process. It could have us believing something isn't true. It could have us asking questions where the answer to that question is in why you're asking it in the first place. In other words, like you might be asking the question because of an insecurity, and the insecurity is coming out because you're kind of feeling insecure because it's a competition to you. You don't realize it. That's not a conscious thought, but it's like, I want to be right. I want to be right in my choice of this person because I chose this person, and I want to be right rather than be loved. And if I'm getting the evidence that I'm not being loved by that person, I'm still going to persist with it because I wanted my choice to be right. That's competitive. That's competitiveness, and it's not serving us when we do that. Justice. Justice will prevail, right? Justice will prevail. This lip colour looks different on camera than it looks in the mirror. Look pinkier. It kind of matched my top. I went not with the lighter coloured one, which actually on camera probably would have been better. Anyway, Justice. What's she doing? She's rubbing her feet. She seems pretty happy about herself. Ouch. High heels. Can't do that. I'm never going to do that. I might wear makeup now, but I don't do high heels. I'm never going to do it. Justice. Spiritual consequences. Consequences of daily actions. You wear your high heels, you're going to get sore feet. We've got consequences of the trees that we're barking up here. We're getting karma from it. Oh, God. And that's another thing that my reading said as well, is saying that you don't want to rush this. That message kept on coming out. Don't rush this because you're going to get karma from it if you do. It's going to be a mess if you do. And you both know that, and that's why you're both holding back. But it's going to be so tempting to rush into this, and don't do it. Because of this, karma. You don't need more karma. But we're getting it when we're barking up the wrong tree here because of some kind of competitiveness, the need to be right instead of being easy going about it and finding it where it actually is. Mr. Bowers, you accept the process, but lame sauce. Really? Well, mine's doing really well. I'm proud of him. He's doing really well. Like, there's a part of me that wishes he'd hurry up, but I remember what it was like going through divorce. It's horrible. There's a part of me that thinks, why the hell didn't he do it? Like, it's obviously, this has been coming from years. But I'm like, why, like, for my sake, why didn't he do it? Why didn't he already do it? He's doing it now, that's why. Time is now. And he's doing pretty well to be functioning through it as well. In a way, it's good that we see each other pretty much every day. Sometimes a few times a day. As friends, you know. Welcome, Arabella. No one needs more karma. Yeah, good karma. Let's just have the good karma. Well, clean up our act then, is what it says. That's what the guys just yelled. Clean up your act then. We're going to party tomorrow night. Probably not, I would say. 9 of Wands. Ouch. Ouch. Wounded Warrior. Ouch. It hurts. The 9 of Wands, it hurts. Your hard work and efforts are close to a state of completion. You have the inner strength, wisdom, and perseverance to move forward, but a minor setback or obstacle may suddenly surface. Know that you're incredibly close. So it's important not to lose touch with your goals. When you're so close and you're about to give up, right? When you're so close that it hurts really bad, that it's not happening, because that we get the patience card again and we're like, still, after all of this, it gets more painful in a way as you heal yourself more, because you feel more ready for it and it should happen already, and it's frustrating. It's more frustration than pain, but frustration can be painful, right? It's important not to lose touch with your goals. Believe in yourself and your innate ability to achieve success. After this last challenge, you'll know what you're truly made of. You do it less, yeah, Arabella. It's the process of letting something go, isn't it? It's like, damn, I'm still doing that thing. Like, it's last, but I'm still doing it. We catch ourselves out like that. It's good. That's self-knowledge, you know? Not many people have that introspection, being able to pick up on things like that, damn, I'm doing it again thing. Courage, strength, stability, stamina, performance. Hang on in there. It might appear like things are getting more painful, but really, you're getting more healed. The wounded warrior is getting more healed. The 9 comes before the 10, like before you put down all of those burdens. Do things manifest because we give up? Or do we give up just before they're about to manifest? The star. Keep your eyes on the prize. I feel like this is saying the same thing. Keep your eyes on the prize, the star. Interesting. The star, this is the order of the tarot, because the tarot is a story, right? The star, the moon, and then the sun. So the star is the wishes. The moon is the unknown. There's a last unknown bit before the sun comes out, before it's revealed. Or to put it another way, there's the wishes, and then the moon highlights what's underneath that, what's in the shadows to let go of, and then the sun comes out and reveals the happiness at the end of it. Okay. So the star, you wish for something. The moon, deal with the dark side of yourself. Then the sun, then we get it. Star. Star is a beautiful omen to receive. You have every reason to feel hopeful at this time. So remember to look ahead with optimism and strength. Hang on in there. Part of your positive outlook comes from remembering to see the beauty in life, as you've experienced the inevitable challenges along the way, yet still understand the importance of love and gratitude. Yeah, and let's just commend ourselves for that. Our hearts are still intact. After all we've been through, can you believe it? We should be like as bitter and messed up as, but we're not. Let's just give ourselves a pat on the back for that, because that is incredible if you think about it. It's incredible. From this state of knowing and trust, the serendipitous magic seems to consciously unfold around you, continuously unfold around you. The star indicates a good balance of creativity, work, desire, and soulful aspirations. I'm so balanced right now. You know, like before I was saying, oh, I'm a little bit unbalanced because I don't have like the social life thing. Now I do. I'm feeling so balanced right now. And no urge or desire to join him in his maybe day. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's daily drinking, but we've got a Facebook group chat now, and he doesn't want to go home, hey, so he's sticking around there at the gym, and I'm like, I'm not, because I want to be fresh for the next day. I've got other things going on. I want to have a good sleep, and it's like, you do that thing, you do yourself, like, go for it. I've got no desire at all to let the social thing get out of hand again, which it has on many occasions in my life, on many occasions. Balance. Hey, Duarte. You think we manifest when we let go, Mr. Bowers? Well, yeah, we do. But it can also be that little hiccup before it does that makes us let go. Can be like, oh, I still can't have it. It can suck. And I think that's what this is saying here. Star indicates a good balance of creativity, work, desire, and soulful aspirations. Now's the time to move forward with your lifelong dreams, and do the things that make you truly happy. This will allow you to connect with your spiritual power and raise your vibe. Remember to always move forward with love and light. Oh, that's just some negative connotations with me now. Love and light. God, the people that say that, a lot of them are passive aggressive. And they've actually got a knife energetically in their hands and they're stabbing you in the back with it. Remember to always move forward with love and light, and your path will continue to grow brighter each day. Keep going. You've been going out to socialize more. You feel better about it too. Well, good on you. It's better, isn't it? Like, I wondered whether I was ever going to start drinking again or not. I was feeling out of balance in the social thing, and drink doesn't have to be involved in that, but it is. When I'm concerned, it is, and it's fun. But I don't need to go overboard with it anymore. Gabe. Weekend vibes for Gabe. Yeah, it feels good, and it brings more joy into my life. It does. Oh, yeah, I am enjoying the social thing now. I wonder if we will do it tomorrow night. We won't do it like we did last Saturday night. That was a one-off. That was just spectacular. One of those nights where, you don't intend to do it. Well, we intended to get together, and we did that to eat together and everything. But we weren't intending to go out, and then we did. It was one of those spontaneous things that just turned into so much fun. It was so much fun. We can't recreate that every single week because that's pure magic when that happens, right? Yeah, it's bringing more joy into my life, absolutely, and it's helping me and him as well. It's like, relax about it, relax about it. Gabe, success and mirror reflection. People around you having success, showing you the way to go. It's not to make us feel jealous when we see people around us that have got more success than us. This is a match to your vibration. So people, when you see successful people around you, they're coming into your experience, even if you're watching them on YouTube. They're a mirror reflection of you, so leading you forward in that way. Sometimes people get that wrong. It's like when they see people around them, they get jealous of it. It's like, damn, they've got that, and I don't have that, and I wish I had that, now I'm jealous of them. And then, harboring all these ill feelings toward them. And that's blocking it off, when really what's happening is the universe is saying, look, this is where you're headed. Like, not copy them, but follow that path. Yeah, follow that path. Okay, be with nature and flow with that, follow that path, learn from them, or tune more into that. You already got that vibration. You may not be consciously accepting that you're that vibration. You are that. You are that. Follow the success. So this weekend, maybe people will be coming into your awareness, or people, Maybe your friends will have like success stories and stuff like that that might make you want to go, damn, I wish I had that, or it might make you feel a certain way, let's put it that way. But just know it's being put in front of you because you're on that path too. There you go. Thanks for your donation. And Jessica, thanks for yours. Got a question, Jessica? Probably typing it in right now. Oh, there's a difference between love and light and wisdom. But those of love and light are just learning. The love and lighters. Do you? You have a limit and stick to it as far as drinking. I don't when I'm drinking. I mean, I can just carry on. It just happens to me. It's like the off switch isn't there once I've had a few drinks. I limit myself though, like not drinking. Do you know what I mean? I'm either drinking or I'm not. Let's put it that way. I won't beat myself up anymore, because I'm not doing it all the time. It's just an occasional thing now. I don't beat myself up. Is Colorado your next move? Is Colorado Jessica's next move? I always take it too far. That's me. No, it's not. Jessica, it's not. Colorado isn't your next move. Tell us about that, Jessica's higher self. This moment, get what I want. It hasn't got what you want right now. Colorado. What do you want right now? You can have it right now. Maybe right where you are at the moment. Let's get some more cards out so I can decipher this. Reminds me of a friend of mine. We were working together in Byron Bay, and she decided to move to Sydney because of the abundance, because of the money. I get it now, and it was a good choice for her, absolutely. But I did say to her at the time, just tune into abundance and have it here. And because the money was part of her reasons for going, that was the excuse that she was giving people. But really what was happening is that she'd got the guidance to go to Sydney. So fair enough. But with the excuse that she was giving me, I'm going to Sydney because that's where the money is. I'm like, well, that's kind of not true. Kind of is true, but it's not true at the same time. There's a reason that you're thinking about Colorado. You know this, that it was saying, the reason that you're asking, the answer is in the reason that you're asking. Is that guidance here? Why do you think that Colorado might be your next move? What do you think that it is that's going to be there? Because that specific thing is available to you right now, where you are. It's not about the external conditions, right? Sometimes it is. Sometimes who am I and trust myself? Once you know you can have it in any situation, then you can have it. Another way of putting this is, when I was living in Byron Bay, I thought that there was no one there for me. Remember, like 6 months ago or whatever, I was thinking the same thing about here too. And anyway, I was in Byron Bay and we got in touch. What happened? I can't even remember how it happened now. I think it was my first boyfriend got in touch with me. And we got a kid together. My eldest son is his. Who's the love of my life? Was. But I had a lot of problems in our relationship, obviously. We broke up when I was pregnant. But we were together a long time. From when I was 15 to when I was 21. Or 20. Just before I was 21. And anyway, he got back in touch and it was like all the feelings came up again. And we were chatting. We'd chat on MSN Messenger because Facebook wasn't around then. Or if it was, Messenger wasn't around. MSN Messenger. We were chatting on there often. And it's like, shall we see each other again? Shall we meet up? It's like, yeah, well, do you want to come here to Australia? He's in France. No, you come here. I don't know. I can't remember how that conversation went, but I decided anyway to go. But I did not go into him. I decided to go nearby, which is where I used to live and work in Germany, very close to the border. He lives very close to the border of Germany, and the place in Germany wasn't close to the border, but it put us in the general vicinity of each other. What a mistake that was. Because then I'm like, okay, so when I'm here now, when are we going to meet up? Then he started making excuses and stuff, and it's like, what the hell is all of this about? Got onto the phone to him. No more messaging. Got on the phone to him. What's going on here? Why are you being evasive now? I'm kind of with somebody. Okay, you've got a partner. You don't want me to come and visit. That was it. It was like, well, let's go away. I can meet you at the border and we'll go away somewhere together. And I said, no, I want to see you like at your place, your life kind of thing. That's how he was being evasive, yeah. I knew that something was up. So anyway, we didn't see each other. But then I started thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Why did I come here for a guy? Because I believed that there wasn't anyone for me back there. But that was where I was happy, and I realized that's where I was happy. Of course, the person that's for me is going to be where I'm happy, because that's where they're going to be happy too. And so I went back, and then I met Jared within a couple of weeks of going back. Hi, Debbie. Hey, boob looking. So, Jessica. You can have whatever it is that you want. You just need to be where you're happiest, is what I'm getting here. This moment, you can have what it is that you want. Why do you think Colorado is the question to ask yourself? What do you think is there? You'd rather be poor than not have love. It's not the opposite. Mr. Bowers, it's not the opposite. You can have that and that. You don't need to trade it. Why would it's like, oh, I'd rather be loved than be healthy, so I'll trade my health for love. Makes no sense. That makes no sense. They're not the opposite. You can't trade that. You're welcome, Jessica. Who else have we got here? Thanks for your donation. And we have Sue. Will you change jobs? Will you move location? Sue, thanks. Sue. Sometimes it's easier now when I pick up these energies just to tell you a story about my life of when that's applied. And I hope that helps you guys out. It's not that I want to share like details of my life, but I know it does help you guys because there's got to be something good out of the shitty decisions that I've made in my life. There's got to be some good that comes of it. Sue, will you change jobs? No, not in the near future. Of course. It's like, no, you'll die in that job. Will I move location? No. Not in the near future. Jobs. Things are going to get better. Communication is coming. Who is aware? Someone's going to be aware of something. Or be made aware of something. Things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. You'll see. Communication is coming about the work. What about the location? Who am I? I am that. That's the question and the answer. Who am I? I am that. The location that you're in right now is right for you right now. Why? Why Is Sue staying put right now in the job and the location? Ah, because you've got to learn to empower yourself in that situation. No, there's no leaving lessons too early until you've got it. Otherwise, you just got to recreate it and then start from scratch again. There's no leaving while you're there. You can't let go of it yet because you haven't learned to empower yourself in that yet. So the in the job thing, there's something about um, you. It might be that you need to empower yourself and stand up for yourself and make someone aware of the stuff that's going on that you don't like, the reason that you want to leave it. Not just run away from it and then recreate it and then be faced with the same thing again and think like, oh, the lesson here is to empower yourself. So it's not that you'll never move on from those things, but the improvements will come when you empower yourself in these situations. You don't need to run. You don't need to run, Sue. The reason you're asking is you're wanting to run. And that goes back to this card again, is the answer lies in the question. The answer lies in why you're asking in the first place. Yeah, don't marry for love. Take it all into account. Know what you offer. Have plenty to offer yourself. And if nobody is offering equivalent and reciprocity with that, then just carry on by yourself, enjoying your stuff, and give yourself even more. Ah, yeah, the Facebook group. Thanks for reminding us, Timothy. Let's get the link for it. It's called Psychic Cafe Club. Join our Facebook group. I'm getting the link to it right now. There's a lot more people. There's a lot more people joining now. I've changed the name of it. Now it doesn't say no muggles allowed. Who'd have thought it? It was keeping people away. It's keeping the muggles away. No, it was keeping people away that are like, why the hell is it called that? Now it's called Psychic Cafe Club. And we'll trust that the muggles don't come anyway. There's our Facebook group. Join it. Yeah, a lot of people joined over Wednesdays. All right, what else have we got for the collective? If anyone wants a mini read, check out that pinned comment up top. Tells you how to get one. Let's try that again. You're welcome, Sue. Doesn't matter. Balance is always the answer, right? Balance is always the answer, like always, 100% of the time. And the reason that we do things like that, marry for love, is because we've had an experience of the opposite of that. Maybe family just coming from that mental place, or friends, saying, why don't you marry this one? It's like, because I've got no love for them, no feeling for them whatsoever. And we go in the opposite direction, and then we learn our lessons from that. And we've got to find that balance. Oh God, the tower. Oh, what's going on here? Let me just take all of them. Okay, we've got a lot of cards that came out just then. 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, the tower came out and it disrupted all the cards as it did. 9 of Wands, hold on in there. Just as it appears like you're not going to get your stuff. Keep your eyes on the prize, the star. Tower's gonna fall. Da da da. Or it's surprise. Hi, Connie. Oh, what did you eat? Hardly been eating anything lately. I don't feel like it. Well, we had a barbecue on whatever night it was, Monday night. Is it Monday? Yeah, Monday night we had a barbecue, and all we ate was protein. Literally, it was great. It was a feast. Fish cakes, fish, sausage stuff. What else did we have? I can't remember. Oh, oysters and it was just pure protein, and we ate so much. And everyone said, like the day after, hardly ate a thing because we'd proteined up. If you want to lose weight, just eat more protein. You don't get hungry at all. If you eat enough of it, you don't even want to eat the next day. It shows that your body's got what it needs. But yeah, I've not been eating much lately. The tower, I'm ignoring it. I want to ignore it. Facebook changed its name to Meta. No, it didn't. It's the business name, isn't it? The tower. The tower. Okay, the tower indicates a period of complete or sudden change. You may experience a sense of insecurity or loss as your world has been flipped upside down. This can also denote situations in which the mind, body, and spirit are not working in harmony due to passive or unhealthy life choices. Rigid thinking, isolation, or ignoring the challenges along the way may inevitably reach a breaking point. Right, so we've got to pay attention. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's true. You don't get tower moments. You hardly ever get tower moments at all when you're in alignment because you're following your guidance anyway. You're not barking up those wrong trees. You're in balance and you're loving yourself, and you know something's not working, that's not flowing, so you focus on something that is, and you just keep yourself in balance. That's alignment, and the towers hardly ever happen when you've got that. Turkey, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, rolls, fruit salad, and pumpkin pie. Tower encourages you to examine old patterns and systems of belief, leading to fresh perspectives that are transformational and positive in the long run. This card may also indicate a breakthrough in consciousness, which allows you to recognize your own personal growth through purging of unnecessary burdens in your life. That's the 9 of Wands, about to get to the 10 of Wands, releasing the burdens. What is the greater lesson to be learned? Know that for every difficult situation we face, we're forced to grow from experience. Some of us are still in lessons. Like that. Who was I just talking to? Sue. Like I was just saying to Sue, was it? Can't run from it. This card may also indicate a breakthrough in consciousness, which allows you to recognize your own personal growth through the purging of unnecessary burdens in your life. What is the greater lesson to be learned? Know that for every difficult situation we face, we're forced to grow from experience. Liberation comes from letting go and moving forward. Sometimes to do this, we have to hit a low point. Without the dark, there's no light. And that reminds me of what I was saying in the energy update today as well, is we've got to go off our own wisdom. I was talking a bit about Esther Hicks in there, because her work is incredible, but it's not for everybody. It's not for the likes of you and me. In fact, it's not for the likes of people that will go to her and want to believe it, because often that's us wanting to run away from our problems. Those of us that really need to do the shadow work and heal ourselves very attracted to teachings like hers. But the thing is, she's had a very easy life. She's not had to do any of this gnarly healing work. And so her wisdom comes from that perspective. Our wisdom comes from a different perspective. Both are right. Both are right. But we've got to be careful about whose perspective we take, because the opposite, the perspective or the wisdom that's not for us can be very enticing, because we want to avoid this kind of thing, because we want to run from the challenges that are ours to take. So it's very important that we follow our own wisdom because of that, because it's so tempting to bypass it, to try and bypass it. What was I just saying then? In the tower, yeah, when you get in alignment, you get less tower moments. And so some teachers out there, like law of attraction teachers, are talking about alignment, how to be in alignment, but it's from their perspective, right? And so that going with the flow thing can have people, that concept is right for everyone, but only in a certain point of your journey, because it can be avoidance, it can be bypassing it, it can be avoidance. We've got to be on our own journey with our own guidance, and let that guidance that we get from other people, because we can get help and support from other people, but let that be malleable, let us flow with that. It's like, what, that teacher isn't right for me anymore, it's right for that certain part of my path, and then this one is right for me. And then, if we cling to one kind of a teaching for too long, it can really mess us up and stop our progression. And then we get these tower moments, and the universe won't let us do it. The universe is like, no, you will face this. You will. You need to give up the wine, Debbie. I didn't drink for 6 months. 6 months and a week or two, it was. Unbalanced. Then we've got the Six of Swords. The universe leading us through the danger field. The swords there. Landmines kind of thing. The universe helps us through it. It shows us the way. I'm going to get these out next. Just looking at the time. If anyone else wants a mini read, get in fast, because I'm winding it up soon. Six of Swords. Six of Swords highlights the need to let go of something or some kind of sacrifice that must be made in order to move forward. This may be a difficult choice to make, but know that it's merely a transitionary phase and you'll benefit in the long run. With time, you may understand the advantage of letting things go as an evolutionary process. It's the acceptance of change and release. In order to grow from an experience, after moving on, you'll be able to reflect on your path and the choices that you've made. Six of Swords is a card of transition and growth. Yeah, success after turmoil, but it's the progression, it's the path, it's the universe helping us through that, always giving us what we need to get through that, specifically each and every one of us. And there's something about letting go again, leaving behind what is no longer us. We need to leave our old selves behind and be where we're at in the path right now. Some of us need to let go of beliefs, a certain belief that we're being persistently doggedly trying to get something and move a certain kind of thing or a person. 10 of Cups is next. The happily ever after. Ten of Cups is a magical, loving omen to receive. It simplifies great happiness in all areas of family life, friendship, and love. It's the establishment and understanding of mutual respect, yes, honor, and cosmic bonds which connect you with others throughout lifetimes. This card also indicates an enlightened sense of spiritual awareness and inner strength. Remember what the guide said about twin flames. They only come together when you reach a certain point of alignment. I am seeing that now as truth. This card also indicates an enlightened sense of spiritual awareness and inner strength. It reflects a spiritual foresight which allows you to navigate your life with honesty and confidence. The silver linings are always visible. The glass is more than half full. It overflows. You understand the universal force of love and the oneness of all consciousness. Trust, romance, fulfillment, harmony, spiritual growth, friendship, reincarnation, cosmic ties. And the Hierophant, spiritual lessons that we get from all of that, from all of this, from all of it. Hierophant, Taurus. The Hierophant indicates a wonderful time for you to explore new dreams, meet new people, or gain new insights and spiritual knowledge. Oh, so it might be time to move from a certain teaching, to a new one for some. This may also signify someone who has the potential to shift the course of your life path in order to bring enlightenment, wisdom, and truth. Do not limit yourself. Oh yeah, so for some, this could be that you're following a certain spiritual teaching and it's not right for you in this part of your path anymore. Could be that. Do not limit yourself. Exploration is an important part of self-discovery. This may indicate pursuing new avenues of education or learning through formal training. Hierophant may also suggest a need to connect with a unified consciousness, which may be spiritual in nature or within the conventions of a group. If you're searching for a greater meaning at this time, think about what it is you would like to learn or change in your life. What activities can you explore that connect with your own mind, body, and spirit? Explore. New teachers for some of you. From the Starchild. Okay, let's do some loving here. Let's get some loving. Seeing as we got the Two of Cups out and they wanted to talk about relationships. The God and the Goddess. Coming together. Those that were split apart. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. Flow, flow, flow. Got a lot of messages about flow today. You're going, Penny. Bye. Turkey. I bought a chicken breast yesterday and it was huge. Like, what kind of a chicken is this? Turkey chicken. It's huge. I bought those flowers as well. And they're a lovely colour. Deep. Oh, I'm recording a pick a card read that will come out next week today. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, what did they think of you when they first met you? Juicy, huh? So you can look forward to that. There's 2 cards came out because they're stuck together because they're new cards. The first quarter moon in Gemini says, speak your world into being. This is like the star card. It's like focusing on what, like your end goal kind of thing. Speak your world into being. Imagine it into being. And also believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, the one that comes straight after it because they're stuck together. Believe in your good luck. You'll be lucky. Yeah, well, Thai chickens are tiny. We've got the original chickens. They're skinny. They're tall and skinny. Like squeaky chicken, you know? I like that. But of course, on the mainland, they'll have like farm, you know, factory farm things, I guess. With the plump top chickens with the whatever they've got in them. We've got gifts out of this deck. Gifts. I want to read it. Oh, I'm going to have to get the book out. Where did I put it? Gifts. This one. Love story. Tell us about gifts. Oh yeah, there's a blank card, so I've got to remember to put something on those. Gifts, 36. I opened it at page 37. Okay, gifts. Giving and receiving gifts is important to those whose love language is gift giving. While there are people who actually do not like or value gift giving at all. Yeah, it's not big for me, gift giving. Is it for you? Is that one of your love languages? Not for me. Gifts can be physical presents or the gift of time, quality time, or surprising someone. It's nice to surprise your loved one when they don't expect it and can show them that you appreciate them. I prefer like acts of service rather than gifts. I don't know. I buy my own stuff. Yeah. It just seems so wasteful, gift giving. Unless someone really knows what it is that you want. Generally, people get me stuff that I don't want. It just seems a bit naff to me. Yeah, it is nice to surprise your loved one, but I like acts of service more. Food. Now, food. Family food. This card may be indicating that a surprise of joy is on its way. It may be time to celebrate an important milestone in a relationship. Oh. Is gift giving important to you? How can you surprise your partner? Yeah. What kind of gifts would you like from your partner? Food. Sad like a true Taurian. What was the last gift you received from your partner? Shot of whiskey. Did he give me again? Give me a lift. Food, acts of service. You're a gift giver, Connie. Do you like receiving them as well? What was the last gift you got for your partner? Oh, it was the last thing I gave him. White iPads. Very functional, very practical. Hey, Callie. Arrived right at the end. Gift giving. Might be receiving a gift. But it could be acts of service too. It could be food, if we're lucky. So there you go, everybody. That is the messages for today. Kind of intriguing, but there's it seems to want us to go deeper into the lessons that are going on right now, and maybe it's time to let go of them. Maybe we've got through that lesson and it's time to move on from it. Could be. So thanks everyone for coming up. Oh, your time. And flowers. Yeah, receiving flowers is nice. I'll get my own flowers. But yeah, I would be open to be receiving flowers. Plants. I got a the delivery lady made me open it up. She's like, show me, because it was all bendy. There it is. I won't go any further than that because all the mess is behind the lavender. I'd ordered that. Oh God, I've got to show you this. I ordered the lavender because I'd ordered a tin, a white metal tin to put they came in a pack of 10, to put my makeup brushes in. The picture online, I was thinking it's about this big. Look at it. I got 10 of these. And because I got 10 of these, thinking that they were big enough to put like anything in, I ordered some dried eucalyptus and that lavender. I've got 10 of these now. I don't have a lot of little things, it turns out. I keep my rings in it. This is the one that had this in it overnight. So I had to go out to the shop. How fun is that when you buy stuff online and then it turns to be... They call them chip buckets. I thought they meant like hot chips. I thought they were like a decent sized bucket. Anyway. So I went and got this from the shop down the road, which matches my big bowl that I eat my salads and the soup in. And I've got a mug that matches this as well, all hand made pottery, local pottery from the shop that I buy all the plastic stuff from as well. And my earrings. The makeup brush collection, which is getting bigger. I thought that was funny. But yeah, she made me open it up because she thought she'd broken it. She's like, I've been really careful with it, but she's like, look. And then so she's like, open it. So I started opening it, and of course, straight away, as soon as I'd pierced the bag, could smell the lavender. I said, oh yeah, I remember what it is. She's like, open it. She wanted to see. She wasn't satisfied. So I opened it up, and of course, the lavender flowers went everywhere when I opened it up. Candles. Yeah, I could get some candles to put in it, like tea lights. Yeah, good idea. Give them away. I could like buy my friends some gifts and use them to give give those gifts to them. I could do that. I could do that. Isn't it? It just made me laugh though when I opened it up. I'm like, seriously? And it would have been so cool. And thinking that they were going to be big, put my makeup brushes. The reason that I'd got the eucalyptus and stuff, I could get like dried flowers and put it here sometimes, and that would look pretty cool too. But no, it's funny. Okay, I'm going now. So thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving for those of you Americans and everyone else as well. If you want to have a happy Thanksgiving too. There will be a new pick a card read up tomorrow night. What can you expect in the next 7 days, as usual? And what else? The usual dailies and all of that. So yeah, let's do this again on Monday. Come and join us in our Facebook group. Here's the link to it. Stay in touch over the weekend. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday, which could be Sunday night for you guys. Next time we do cafe. Thanks for all of your donations as well.